guys, welcome back to my channel, and finally I'm back. It's been a long time, I know, and I'm so sorry, but I started working and yeah, it's taking a little bit of a toll on my time, but I am too excited to show you these things I got today. So let's get immediately into the new Colourpop and iluvsarahii collaboration. This latest Colourpop collaboration is with a very known YouTuber, iluvsarahii, and she came up with a collection that contains 2 eyeshadow palettes and 3 lip and lip liner combinations. And let's start from the beginning. I was so excited because the range of colors here is extremely in my colors and in my shades, and I just went absolutely berserk and ordered the whole collection. At launch, and I think still now, the collection is available for purchase entirely at a discounted price of $60. That includes the 2 eyeshadow palettes and the 3 lip liners and the 3 liquid lipsticks. You can, for the full price, $69, you can buy the PR pack that includes all the products again, plus a box. Then you can of course buy all the products separately, except for the palettes come only as palettes and the shades are not available as singles. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. I absolutely adore the packaging theme. Is this, I don't know, what is it, like a giraffe type print? It's gold on a peachy pink nudie blush packaging, and all of the collaboration has an iluvsarahii for Colourpop, and the lip products also come in packages like this, ultra matte, Colourpop for iluvsarahii, with the name of the shade as usual on a sticker on the side. Same with the lippy pencils. Then if we take a look inside the packaging, this is a sleeve as usual, and it contains the name of the palette with the name of the eyeshadows. And this is how the palette looks like. It has a raised Colourpop name here in shiny white over a matte white with the name Colourpop. This is how their new 4-pan palettes look like, and a huge improvement is that there's the names of the shades on the back, so you know what palette it is and what eyeshadows are in here. Previously this was not the case, and it's a sticker on top. My palette is already dirty, I'm sorry. It's a sticker on top, but at least you know what it is. The lip liners are white as usual, with the shade on the back like this. The writing is in gold, and it says iluvsarahii for Colourpop, and they are absolutely beautiful. Usual Colourpop lip pencils, which are absolutely great quality. And the liquid lipsticks also come in their usual tubes, but there is the gold detail on the cap and the gold writing that says Colourpop and iluvsarahii. The shades are as usual with a sticker on the bottom. And you might know, I might have mentioned, I usually remove it from here with a pair of tweezers and stick it to the top, so that when my liquid lipsticks are standing up straight, I can see which shade I'm picking. Let's start with the lip products. There are 3 lip combinations. There is a lip liner and a liquid lipstick that are matched and have the same name and are supposed to be worn together. The first one and the lightest is called Curvy, and it contains a brownie nude lip liner with a lighter ultra glossy lip. The ultra glossy lip in the tube looks like there's some gold sparkles in it, and this was meant to be this way because the darker lip liner is supposed to give you more depth and dimension, and you can wear it either only on the outside of your lips with the lighter lip gloss inside, or create an ombre or create more dimension on your lips. The gloss is as the usual Colourpop creme glosses. It is quite pigmented, but of course it's not a lipstick, so it's still a gloss. You can still see a little bit of your color of your lips underneath. I personally have quite colored lips, and you'll see in the application I actually had a I don't know, it's like it's a stain left from this lip color actually that I wore during the day today at work. The lip liner covered it well, but I think that overall you could see it a little bit. Personally, this is not my favorite combination. I feel it's a little bit 90s. It reminds me of Pamela Anderson in not her best moments. However, I see it definitely working on lighter colorings. I have very dark eyes and hair, and I work better with deep tones on around my face. So this combination is not a good one for me, but the formulas are great, and if you love the colors, definitely something to look into. Then a step a little bit darker is 951, and again a lip liner and an ultra satin lip this time. The shade of this is a beautiful brown shade, and it's a kind of, it's light brown, but it's not concealer beige. It is quite a nice shade. Again, on the limit of light for me. I was hoping this would be a ultra satin version of Wild Nothing, which is a shade that I really love, but this is a little bit light. The formula of the ultra satin lips, as usual, is amazing. It's my favorite liquid lipstick formula out there. It's extremely comfortable. It doesn't dry down matte, so it doesn't dry out your lips. As with many of Colourpop's lighter nudes, this, when it actually sets, or yeah, as I said, it doesn't dry down, but it kind of sets a little bit on your lips. This will get a little bit darker, which is fortunate for me, since otherwise it would be a little bit too light for my liking. Overall, I started not liking it the first time I wore it. Then during the day it got better, and now I actually find it a very, very nice, easy nude. The final pairing is what I am wearing right now, and it's Mamacita, and it is a lip liner and an ultra matte lip. So she created 3 shades in the 3 different finishes that Colourpop carries. Mamacita lip liner is more of a purple, and you can see it from the cap here as well. And Mamacita ultra matte lip is a little bit more neutral, I would say almost warm tone, like it pulls more brown than purple for a dark red shade. And as you can see, it's very dark, very vampy. I absolutely adore it. The only issue I have with this is that after, let's say, half a day, I think it was after 4 hours, I started to have some pilling in the center of my lips, and I clearly had a let's say butthole lip effect, and here you can see it just applied, so there is none. But after 4 hours it was clearly coming off in pieces from the inside of my lips, and I had I think a coffee and some yogurt and fruit. So overall, the application of this ultra matte is much better than other dark lipsticks from them, like Saturday, that had a disastrous, very uneven application. The application of this is very even if you don't close your lips while it's drying. So if you just wait for it to dry and then talk or drink or do whatever, the application is very, very even, and yeah, it is the usual. It's not more drying than usual ultra mattes, but to me, it didn't last the best. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palettes. Now these are amazing. I am super, super in love with them. As I said, you have a sleeve that I don't personally usually use, but it's so beautiful. Inside each of the palettes, you have 4 different eyeshadows, and this one in particular is the Chic-y palette, and this is my favorite by far. It contains really everything you need for a few makeup looks for an everyday basis. You have a skin tone shade to set your primer and highlight your brow bone, which is just half a shade lighter than my skin tone, which it works really well for highlighting. You have a metallic shade to use on the lid, or to use as a highlight for a smoky eye or for a halo eye. You have a beautiful shade for transitioning, and this is called Freckles, which I find super fun. And then you have a dark deepening tone, which is called Noche. The formula of the shadows is consistent with what Colourpop's matte eyeshadows have been so far. Distressed, the skin tone shade, and Noche, the darker shade, are very similar to the finish that Colourpop has already. I found Freckles to be a little bit more gummy and bouncy as a formula. So think of it as the opposite of powdery or buttery. It is actually quite cohesive in itself, so it doesn't give any kick up, but you can feel it a little bit in the blending, so it doesn't really blend as powdery, and you can actually get much more precision with it. And then the metallic shade Vivacious, now that is something special. That is more of a pressed glitter than a metallic eyeshadow. Metallic, I think something like Millie or Pinky Promise that are very foiled. They're similar to the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, whereas this is actually less pressed than usual, and you really get some kick up and fallout while you apply it. So you need to be a little bit more careful, maybe wet your brush. The payoff is really good, but you will get fallout on your cheeks. That was the first thing I noticed actually when I used this eyeshadow the first time. I had glitter fallout all underneath my eye. The shade is amazing. It is extremely shiny and bright, and that's why I would call it more of a pressed glitter shade. The second palette is called Saucy with a $sign, and it contains 2 metallic and 2 mattes. We have the shade Heavy Glam, which is a duochrome peach with or more of an orange even, with a pink shimmer. Matte that is called Chic Happens, and this is a cool toned taupey mauve. A very good transition shade for more cool toned looks. Then you have another metallic which is called Lit, and this is a purpley plummy metallic. And then you have Razy, a matte to deepen, which is a beautiful, beautiful plum. The formula of these is not the pressed glitter type thing. It's not extremely foiled, but they still show up quite nicely, and the mattes perform very well. These were the swatches and my impressions on the Colourpop and iluvsarahii collaboration. You can find it online on colourpop.com. I would definitely recommend to make a choice regarding your skin coloring and your hair and what would look good on you, because too light, as you have seen, doesn't really look good on me. What I can recommend wholeheartedly is the Chic-y palette with the neutral tones. I think anybody could make a huge use out of that, and it has very, very staple shades. In this video, there is no time to make comparisons, but I will make a blog post with swatch comparisons of existing shades to these new shades. I don't have a lot of similar things to the lighter shades, but I think I can compare a lot to the eyeshadows and Mamacita. You will find the link down below in the description bar when it is available. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below if you picked up anything from this collection. A big kiss to everybody, and see you in the next one. Bye!